Today was a big day for Chicago Bears quarterback Tyson Bagent. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to Bears Yard. This your boy Vipe. And the Bears today gave Tyson Bagent a 2-year, $10 million extension with up to $16 million in incentive. Now, this, in my opinion, is well-deserved. And shout out to Mark Carman over there at CHGO for the scoop on this. We know that Carman is the resident Tyson Bajan stan, so I know he was doing jumping jacks in the street along with Bajan and his family when the news of this extension came down. And again, like I said earlier, this is well-deserved. Tyson Bajan is a baller. He is one of the best backup quarterbacks in the NFL. He's so good that there have been talks about maybe teams trading for him, teams with shaky quarterback situations like the Browns starting Joe Flacco, who's like decrepit at this point. But no, Tyson Bagent wanted to stay in Chicago. He wanted to stay in Chicago with Caleb Williams, but more notably, Ben Johnson. Tyson Bagent has talked about how he loved Ben Johnson's intensity and attention to detail, and he described how those facets of Johnson have made him a better player. We know that when Tyson Bagent was called into real NFL action back in his rookie season, he played 4 games. He started 4 games when Justin Fields got injured, won 2 games, lost 2 games. And that was as an undrafted rookie free agent quarterback, came into the league and won 2 games. So we know the man is solid. And he's only gotten better as time has gone on of him being in the NFL. But why is this important for the Chicago Bears? Because again, I know a lot of y'all probably like, well, this has nothing to do with Caleb Williams, blah, blah, blah. Listen, before last year, I can't even remember the last time a Chicago Bears quarterback, a starting quarterback, made it through an entire season uninjured. Caleb Williams was a unicorn last year, which is kind of ironic given the fact that he was sacked 68 times and still played every game last year. But we know that Justin Fields had issues playing an entire season. He didn't do it as a Bear. And again, I can't remember the last Bear who played an entire season uninjured at quarterback. But most NFL teams go through 2 or 3 quarterbacks a season. So it is very important that you have a solid backup quarterback in place. And this extension gives the Bears that solid backup quarterback in Tyson Bagent and keeps him here in Chicago. I think he was going to be a free agent at the end of this year. So Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson said, oh, no. We're not going to let you test the free agent market. We are going to lock you down right here in Chicago. Now, if you've listened to Tyson Bagent at all over the past couple of years, you know that he has aspirations to be a starting NFL quarterback. So it's very interesting that he chose to take this extension in Chicago where he's playing behind Caleb Williams. Like, you're not starting over Caleb Williams unless Caleb gets injured or something like that. But I think, as I alluded to earlier, it was his familiarity and comfort with Ben Johnson and just the Chicago Bears situation that led him to choosing to stay here instead of testing the free agency waters and seeing if he could land a spot that will give him a legitimate chance to be an NFL starter. Because I think he can be an NFL starter. Ben Johnson said it much today. He thinks that Tyson has what it takes to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. It's just not going to happen in Chicago. Hopefully it won't happen in Chicago. But again, having him in place is absolutely amazing. We know what he can do when called into action. We've seen what he can do in the preseason. He had a touchdown last week against the Bills. He runs the offense. He's on time. And one of the lesser talked about qualities about Tyson Bagent is that he has some mobility to him. He's not a statue back there. He's an athlete. When he needs to move out of the pocket and get away from the rush, he can do that. So if for whatever reason Caleb Williams were to get hurt this year, the offense would not change much with Tyson Bagent. They're still going to run the same play, and Tyson can do some of the same things that Caleb can do. Now, don't get me confused. We know that Tyson does not have the arm talent that Caleb Williams has, but he can be a little bit mobile himself. So I think the offense would not change much if they were to have to go to Tyson this season, but hopefully that won't happen. But I am happy that he is here. He got emotional at the podium today. He talked about how his father didn't have running water growing up, and he talked about how he could help people back home with this money. And I am so happy for him and his family. Again, like I said earlier, well-deserved contract extension for Tyson Bagent. But let me know how you feel in the comments. Do you feel like Tyson Bagent deserved this contract? Do you think Tyson Bagent could be a legitimate NFL starter? Drop a comment. Subscribe to the Yard for more things Chicago Bears. And if you want more Bears thoughts and opinion from me, check out that video right there.